Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today, BABYMONSTER have made their debut with Batter Up. It's finally here. We've had to wait a very long time, but it's happening. Obviously, I am a few hours late because it came out at midnight KST, which was yesterday afternoon for me, and I was not filming yesterday afternoon because I try not to film on Sundays wherever possible. But we're here, we're doing it. I am looking forward to this. I do, very briefly, just before we dive in, I want to talk about kind of my expectations for this going in. So, if you don't know, I have watched, I think, pretty much all of their pre-debut content at this point. I watched obviously the initial like covers that they released. I watched the introduction and character film clips. I watched Last Evaluation. That's all over on Patreon if you're interested. Obviously reacted to the pre-debut track. You know, I've been following them. I've been keeping up. I know the girls relatively well. And kind of coming into this debut, I don't have super high expectations, but I want to clarify that before anyone jumps down my throat about it. I am very excited and very happy for the girls themselves. Obviously, we are without Ion, which sucks. I hope she's doing well. I hope that she can come back into the group, be stronger, do her thing, make her debut later down the line whenever she's ready. I really, really hope for that. But for these 6 members, I am very happy, very proud, very excited for them to make their debut, and I'm sure they are all kinds of excited and happy and jazzed. And I love this for them. When I say that I don't have super high expectations, what I mean is I don't have super high expectations of YG. So YG has a formula. They have a formula, they have a sound, they have a style. That you can see the patterns throughout their groups over the course of time, especially within title tracks and music videos, right? And that formula has served them very, very well. Their groups are super, super successful, and I highly doubt that the formula is going to change for BABYMONSTER. So I am expecting to enjoy the song. I'm expecting to have a good time and for it to be fun and impactful and kind of follow the YG formula. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't wish that the formula changed. Simply because for a group of members with such diverse and interesting and phenomenal vocal talents in particular, not even getting into the rap talent and the dance talent and all of that, but the vocal talents in particular, you think of Rami. I have to get used to calling her Rami and not Haram. You think of her voice, you think of Aurora's voice, of Chiquita's voice, of Parita's voice. They all have these beautiful, unique, interesting, very R&B suited voices. And there is part of me, I mean, Ion as well. Obviously, she's not featuring in this song, but Ion as well obviously has a phenomenal voice. And there is a big, big part of me that wishes that they could break the YG mold completely in terms of sound and go for something that just allows those vocal tones to really, really flourish, you know? But I'm not expecting it. So when I say I don't have super high expectations, what I mean is that I don't expect this to be drastically different from any other YG title track. I'm expecting a largely empty chorus with maybe some kind of repeated line, chanted line, something like that. I'm expecting punchy, hard-hitting, kind of aggressive sounds. I'm expecting that end of track explosion, you know, that firework moment where you get, it's like a post-chorus, but it's like just at the end of the song. I'm expecting it, to be fair, like I'm expecting their talents to shine, especially Rapline. I fully expect Rapline to absolutely pop up, and I'm very excited because Asa has her credits on this song, and that is my girl. If you haven't watched my reactions to Last Evaluation, again, it's over on Patreon. Thoroughly enjoyed. Asa is my girl. Asa is my bias coming into this. We'll see if things change, obviously, as time goes on, but Asa for now is my girl. And I'm very excited to see what she does on this track, especially because she has credits on it. And yeah, and I'm not expecting anything super crazy vocally. Those are kind of my expectations going into this. I have not seen or heard any teasers in the lead up to this. I have tried to steer clear as much as possible from people talking about it. I did see a couple of little things just kind of scrolling through my Discord, but I tried to avoid because I know people were talking about it quite a lot, and I just tried to like scroll past. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where the expectations are sitting. Like I said, I am still excited and I'm very happy for these girls, and I'm sure I'm still going to have a good time because as much as it is predictable, I still enjoy the YG formula and it is still a good time, and I'm sure they're going to be successful no matter what. You know, it's kind of like one of those things where like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know, with the YG formula. And as far as their like sales and stuff are concerned, like it ain't broke. So, you know, anyway, that's enough talking. Thank you for bearing with me through that. Let's get into this. BABYMONSTER, Batter Up. I can't believe this is actually finally happening. It feels like we've been waiting for, well, we have been waiting for literal years, but especially over this past year, it's been quite the wait. Anyway, BABYMONSTER, Batter Up music video, 3, 2, 1, go. Little superstar. Oh, her voice. Oh. Tikita. Wow. What did I say? What did I say about the chorus? It does still kind of hit though. That's my girl. That's my girl. Oh, I love Carlita's voice so much. Wow, Rora! She looks beautiful. Oh. Oh. Told ya. Okay. Baby monster. Hey, that's cute. Um, all right. I have some things to say. We are going to go through that again actually because I want to pause and talk about some different bits. So, initial thoughts. For the most part, exactly as I predicted. Like I said, man, YG has a formula. It is very easy to predict. But you know what? It does work. It does work. Not for everybody, obviously. It's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I fully respect that a lot of people are bored of it. And I get it to an extent. Um, like there is something that's kind of like, here we go again with their formula. But, but I still like it. It still bangs. It's still a fun time. It's still going on my playlist, especially like the thing is songs like this, they are perfect for like when you need to hype yourself up, when you need to get a little bit extra energy when I'm at the gym, for example. Like it's perfect kind of song for that. So yeah, absolutely going on the playlist for that. What I will say, what did surprise me a little bit is that I could hear a little bit more of the unique vocal tones, and not as much as I would have personally liked in terms of, like I was saying about if they'd gone down a more like R&B route, for example, that would really let like Rami and Rora's tones in particular really flourish. I still got to hear a little bit more of that than I was expecting, so I appreciated that. The rap verses absolutely ate. I'm not surprised at that at all. Both Ruka and Asa are phenomenally talented, and they ate all of that up. So I'm not surprised at that at all. Incredible. Chorus was exactly as I predicted, largely empty with just kind of like repetitive lines, but it does work, and I like the instrumental in it. I think the only part that I would say, while it met my expectations, was a little bit like, was that outro section. I feel like that could have been a bit more. Like, if you're gonna do that, you gotta do it. You gotta really make it pop. But it didn't quite pop for me the way I would expect it to. But all in all, a good time. A good time, a tune, pretty much exactly what I expected. But we're gonna go through this again. I'd be very interested to hear other people's thoughts on it. Whether you liked it, whether you disliked it. The only thing that I ask is you all just remain respectful in the comments, as always. Yeah, just nobody be a dick about it. Regardless of your stance, nobody be a dick, because I'll just delete that shit. Anyway, let's go through this again. I love this outfit on Ruka. Here's the thing, right, okay. So I've talked quite a lot about the whole like age issue with like debuting minors, especially as young as like 13, 14. I think Sakita's 14 at the moment, right? Like, there's a whole lot of discourse around that. I've talked about it a lot in regards to BABYMONSTER, in regards to other groups. And the kind of where I'm at with it is, and I talked about this a lot in my reactions to the last evaluation, I think, anyway. But it's like, yes, in an ideal world, for me, no one under the age of 16 would be subjected to the pressures of being an idol. However, who am I to deny this talented little superstar from doing her thing? Who am I to deny that? I'm no one. She is so talented. She's so talented. She has so much charisma. She is a force to be reckoned with. And that's all at the age of 14. Who knows where she'll be in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, She is a little superstar, and I am no one to say whether she should or should not debut. What I will say is pretty much my stance is like, okay, sure, we're going to debut minors, that's going to happen regardless, but what needs to happen is to have restrictions in place, to have measures in place, to have things in place to protect said minors. That's basically what it comes down to, is if the industry is going to have minors in it, then the industry needs to have things in place to protect those minors. And I mean, that goes across the board for anyone and not necessarily just minors, but you know, I know that I believe the South Korean government has been talking about implementing restrictions on the amount of hours that they can work, not allowing them to skip school, like stuff like that. And I think that's a kind of a step in the right direction, and I'm here for it. But that's basically where I'm at with that. Anyway, like I said, Chiquita, little superstar, she is so powerful. Anyway. She just has that kind of fearlessness about her, and I love it. Oh, her voice. Yeah, I like that through these verses you can really hear their voices. I know that might sound kind of weird, but sometimes for me, when you have a very kind of intense production like this, sometimes the unique qualities of someone's voice can get lost a little bit in that production, or can get lost in whatever kind of melodies they might have, because it might just restrict what they can do vocally. But the way that they've written the melodies here actually allows their vocal tones to kind of shine a little bit, and allows them to add that little extra bit of flourish. Again, not as much as we might be used to. Like, I mean, this is this is a girl that covered Jasmine Sullivan and did it absolutely phenomenally. So like, we know what she can do. We know she can do so much more than this, but it's nice to at least hear a little bit of that tone. You know what I mean? Woo! I love the little bit of the brass in there. Is that an egg? Did you come out of an egg? Did Aurora come out of an egg? Did you come out of an egg? A glittery egg? Okay. Oh, Farida looks stunning. I love this attitude from her as well. This attitude from her is... Ooh, right there. This bit right here is like, yes, I hear you. I hear you. Like, I really like that little... I do very much like this pre-chorus a lot. Stunning. Better. You know, here's the thing, right? If and when Ion does inevitably rejoin the group, fingers crossed. What's going on in the background here, ladies? What's going on? What's going on back there? Yeah, even when that does happen. Oh, okay, we're pushing the lockers away, but okay. Yeah, if and when Ion rejoins the group and makes her debut, I feel like a lot of us are expecting that she will take a pretty center focused role. Whether they ever actually have like an official center, we'll see. As time is moving on, like, we're noticing that more and more groups are kind of leaning away from like fixed positions, and things are a lot more fluid and all of that sort of stuff. And I could totally see that happening with them as well, because between like the sheer quality of all of their voices, the sheer quality of the rappers, the dancing, like, it's a very fluid thing anyway. But I feel like a lot of us were probably expecting Ion would take on a center role, to varying degrees. But you gotta admit, Chiquita, she makes a pretty fire center. She's just got all of that charisma in her face, in her expressions. Like I said, like she is just a little superstar. She's a little superstar. You right there. You're a little superstar. I'm very proud of you. Oh, this is actually very catchy, and the more I hear it, the more I'm a little bit obsessed with it, which again very much fits with the YG formula. Like it's just an absolute earworm, you know, but it's satisfying. I find it really satisfying the way it hits, and the way the better like it just bounces, you know. I find that really satisfying, and I like it a lot. Okay, hold on. This, you know what? This quality is not it. This quality is not it. Can we try that? Is my internet? Wow, that made such a difference. Let's go, Ruka. Hold on, I wanna read these lyrics. Hey. That's my girl. That's my girl right there. She's just so good. My little ace. My little ace. Asa the ace. Asa. Love her so much. I love the good to keep this face. I love the difference in their respective tones, the low tone, the high tone, you know, like it's an age-old formula in groups, having a low tone and a high tone rapper, sometimes a mid-tone rapper, but god, it works so well. It works so well. I'm so glad they're both in this group. Mirror. Hey. Oh, the speed she has. Oh god, she sounds so heavenly here. Wow. Better. Here we go. Oh, I love that little skip step they do. Hey, that's a really nice little choreo moment. Yeah, I think that's the Sorry, brief interruption. What was I saying? Yeah, I think that was the only part of the song that I don't want to say disappointed, because I think that's too strong of a word, but didn't quite hit as hard for me. I really enjoyed the rest of the song. But I think that ending part could have been a little bit punchier for me anyway. Overall though, as I said, it meets expectations of what I expected going in, and as I expected, I did enjoy it. I had a good time. I had a fun time. Is it the most groundbreaking debut I have ever seen or heard? No. But also, I don't necessarily think that every debut needs to be groundbreaking. Sometimes it just needs to bang, and that's kind of what that did. And I'm here for it. I'm very excited and proud of the girls for what they did with it. I would like to see when we eventually get like albums and stuff and we get B-sides, I would love to see what those sound like. You know, regardless of what they do with their title tracks, I would love to see maybe some more like R&B focused sounds in their B-sides. We'll see. That might be wishful thinking, but I hope that we get a chance to really see, especially vocal line, really show what they can do vocally. But that will obviously be later down the line in the future, hopefully with Ion included as well. Who knows? Maybe when Ion is in the group, we'll see a totally different side to them in their title tracks. Who knows? We have no idea. The world is their oyster. They could do anything. But we'll just have to wait and see what YG has planned for them. Regardless, overall, a good time. A good-ass time. Let me know what you guys think about the song and the music video in the comments. The music video, by the way, is fun to watch. Again, not the most groundbreaking thing. It's kind of what I expected from YG, but still a good time. They look incredible. The choreo looks really, really fun. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing like performances and stuff like that, so I can really see what they're doing in a performance aspect, because I know these girls have it in them. So but yeah, let me know your thoughts and feelings on everything. Like I said, just remain respectful in the comments. We don't need to be having arguments over this. At the end of the day, let's just be happy and celebrate the fact that these girls have made their debut after a very, very, very long wait. And let's just look forward to seeing what happens in the future. If their music isn't for you, then it's not for you. That's okay. I think for me personally, I'm always going to have a good time with this kind of sound. And regardless of whether it's the most groundbreaking and innovative sounding thing I've ever heard or not, it's still going to be fun. So that's kind of where I'm sitting with it. Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to end this one here now. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.